Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Dodd with Dodd Does Real Estate. I'm bringing you a little bit of different type of video today than I usually do. Usually I'm going around showing you my project, but I kind of was just my work is seasonal. Like my W-2 job is seasonal, so it's afforded me some ability, some flexibility to be out in the field a little more, and have a little more time to focus on the real estate. But now, beginning of the year, my work really picks up at my W-2 job. Now I work third shift, so that's why you see me at night. I'm on my break at work, and I just want to talk about, like, nobody just walks right into real estate and like that's your job, your income. So you really have to, even if you started out as like a side hustle, like wholesaling or something like that, you got to kind of have a goal in mind, like, why am I doing real estate? Is it worth the sacrifice? There's going to be some situations that just don't feel good. You're going to have to put yourself in some uncomfortable situations. And I just want to talk a little bit about, like, now that I'm back at work, am I going to let it slow down the project? Am I going to, take time away from the project, or kind of just say, hey, that can wait till another day, I'm tired? Because I get off at 7 in the morning. So there's really, for the first couple hours when I'm off work, there's really not much that I can do. I mean, I can do researches on, new properties, new way of funding. And I do that throughout the day regardless. But, my contractor might not be leaving out his door till 9 o'clock. He might not answer his phone till 10 o'clock. I might have to find several different contractors. I mean, I can always, if I'm picking up material myself, I can always go to Lowe's and stuff. They're usually open. But, I have my regular W-2 job, which on the weekends I work 12-hour shifts every other weekend. So that's a pretty big demand of my time. So I have to make sure I stay on top of these projects. So I think my biggest question is, like, when people's getting into real estate, there's multiple different reasons on why I can't do real estate, or why this won't work. Are you afraid of this and afraid of that? I mean, so you really have to, I have to ask myself, and this is no question for me, but do you have what it takes to be a real estate investor? Because things are going to start off slow. They might start off as fast as, as fast as you really want them to be, but you're still a lot of times going to have to work your W-2 job. You got kids, you got responsibilities and stuff like that. And, you put a lot of time into a project, and yeah, it's going to pay off, but it's not like at the end of the week, I'm not collecting any income for a property that I'm working on. So this is all delayed gratification, I guess is the way I want to put it. It might be a couple years down the road until I acquire enough real estate to where I don't have to do my day job. So that's why I asked, do you have what it takes? Because it's going to be like having a second job. And it doesn't have to be, like I said, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be super involved every single day. That's why you find good contractors and stuff like that. Like, my contractor today, I get home, I sleep for a couple hours. They have other projects they're working on, so it's not like they're like, hey, they're not going to just answer your phone and jump for you automatically. So I was kind of hard to sleep during the day a lot of times anyways, but you waiting on a call doesn't help. So, I mean, my contractor, great job of, I told him these are my best times. He called me right in that time. So we went over and we did a walkthrough on the foundation work that they did and the roofing they did, and they redid some OSB board on the floor that needed to be replaced, kind of rotted out. And when he comes in, I showed him one big problem area that I wanted to have him look at. He said he's gonna send his guy back out and look at it. It's just the floor seems fine, the foundation seems fine. It's just that there's a little bit of sag in it. It's a 100-year-old house, a lot of deferred maintenance on it. So we didn't discuss it. He didn't really go over it with his sub. So just something we went over, and then I kind of let him go. I followed him as he went over the work that he knew his crew had did. I didn't really say much. I kind of just let him kind of lead the way. So he immediately actually picked up on some of the things that I saw or seen that needed to be worked on, and he said, hey, I'm gonna get my guys out, we're gonna make this the best we can, we're gonna get this fixed. But anyways, that's for a whole nother video. The point I'm trying to make is, like, you have to get out of bed and you gotta hustle. And you can have a million different excuses on why you can't do nothing. I work with a few people that want to get into real estate, but they just, I guess they don't really want it, or they don't see the potential in it, or they want to be Grant Cardone or whoever on the first day. Well, it's not going to be like that. Most of us investors are not going to be like that. I don't even aspire to be a Grant Cardone per se. I have my own goals and stuff like that. I kind of just, I don't really look towards other people for motivation. I look for, hey, what can I do to get where I need to be? I've been with the same company for 15 years now, almost 16 years, and I mean, I might last another 20, 30 years here if I want to retire, but it's not really what I want. I mean, I want financial freedom, and I feel like real estate is that thing that's going to take me there. So I'm going to be setting my goals here pretty soon. I probably should already have my 2024 goals, but things kind of took off for me in December, and I kind of let them things pass by. But with that, you know, I'm learning a lot, and I've ran into some, I'm gonna make another video about some of the issues I ran into with the roof situation. But like, when you know you're doing it right and you did years of research and you just keep pushing, like, there's gonna be things that hurt. Like the hit I took on the roof, financially, it wasn't taken out of my pocket. It's gonna take out of my profit, which is my pocket, but it's not putting me in debt. But because of my education and, you know, and just the network I work with, the mentor I work with, you know, it works. Real estate works. So, I mean, this video is basically for people not to really ask, do you have what it takes, but just to kind of let you do have what it takes. Like, people can do this. And I've only got four units right now. Two's in the process, two's rented out, two's in the process of getting rehab. So, you know, I'm on the very beginning of real estate investing, but I'm starting to realize, like, the more you just really get in there and do it, the more things open up. And I've really, like, you say, like, 6 months, a year ago, really seen, like, 5-6 years down the road, I'm going to retire off, not necessarily retire, because it's going to always be something to do with real estate, but I'm really thinking that my W-2 job is, I'm on the back half of that. Like I don't want it anymore, and I just have to ask myself, like, it's comfortable, obviously, to have a W-2. You know, you got your health insurance and stuff like that, and, you know, a lot of people have kids. My kids are adults, so I don't necessarily think on that same path. But with you know, my kids being adult, my parents are getting older, so it's a responsibility that I'm take on to help them. And the potential with real estate is just amazing. And I just want to have people ask themselves, do I have what it takes? So that means start out by investing in yourself. Pick up a book, write some stuff down, write some plans down. Think about what do you really want to do? Is this just talk, or are we gonna have action? Because I work with a group of a little bit over 100 investors, and most of us maybe have one or two properties coming in, and I mean, people are like, they're really just closing deals. Like, there is a formula, And all these people, I'm sure, have jobs. But here, the thing around all these people is like, they all got jobs, but nobody's talking about the job. We're talking about real estate. So let's talk about what we want to do. We're all going to have all these things surrounding us, but we have to take action. So, like, I know it's kind of corny, but just look it on Facebook. It's all the thing. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So take a shot, but you can't be lazy about it. That's the thing. Like, you can't be lazy about it. If you can be part-time about it, but don't be lazy. When you're ready to put work in, put work in. Don't be on some half stuff. And be skeptical, but when you're skeptical, educate yourself. Read a book. Go to Bigger Pockets. That's YouTube. I mean, I'm talking on YouTube right now, but get inspired by something and take action. And it only takes one thing, and it's like, one of the guys in my group, Tom, talked about compound effect. It's a great book. Or it was Atomic Habit. I can't remember. But anyways, they're both kind of in the same realm. Atomic Habit kind of goes into like just building these good habits, what it takes to build a habit, and the compound effects is basically all the things you stack together, and eventually it's gonna compound into one big thing. So that's like starting in real estate. You might start out by reading a book, going to a meetup, just talking about it amongst your friends, but compound that with something else. So we read a book one week, and then we go to a real estate investor meeting another week, and then watch some YouTube videos. And then really, like with real estate, there's so many different things. You kind of really find out what you want to do in it. And then once you find out what you want to do in it, you'll start over and figure out something else you want to do in it. Because right now I'm doing single family, small multifamily, like 2 to 4 units. But my end goal is to own some apartment buildings. But that's all compounding. I've learned a lot just in the last couple of months about lending, contracting, talking to people, meeting with people. And I thought I knew a lot, but now I know a lot more. So I'm going to end this video with just, asking people, do you have what it takes? And basically what I mean by that, do you want it? So if you want it, you're going to have what it takes. Don't make it a difficult thing. Trust the process. Enjoy the process. But if you guys want to know any more about my channel, just like, subscribe, write some comments, ask me some questions. Like I said, I'm not pretty new to real estate. I've owned another duplex for multiple years, so I've got some experience in property managing that. I do it myself. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's part of the process. I'm learning, dealing with people, dealing with problems and stuff like that. So I'll probably be making a couple more videos this week. We got some things going on. We got, like I said, the roof and the foundations done. Now we're going drywall, paint, lighting. We should be on the back half of the rehab, which is pretty exciting. And then we'll go from, just kind of chronicle everything from there. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video and talk to everybody for a minute. And if you guys got any questions, I hope this brings some value to you. I hope you enjoy the channel. But yeah, leave some comments and we'll talk about it. And everybody have a good one.